Welcome back. Investors have seen a midsummer jump in buying energy and metals stock. Let's now bring in Ted Dixon, CEO of Inc. Research, for his take on recent insider buying and selling in the energy sector. And obviously, you're watching a number of stocks here, Ted. Let's start with one that I'm noting here, Parkland. Why did you choose this one?
Well, hello, Tara. It's a pleasure to be on with you. I think it's the first time we've chatted, so first time for everything here at BNN Bloomberg. But yes, I looked at the Parkland because it's a stock we haven't really talked about before. And actually, this is kind of a BNN Bloomberg exclusive. I haven't even really talked about this with our subscribers and members recently. And the reason why I thought it was interesting is that it's a marketer, refiner, and it's underperformed the broad sector. So this is kind of a contrarian play. The stock didn't move up after earnings, let's put it that way, when they reported earnings in early August, but insiders swooped in and they spent over $500,000 buying shares. So I thought that was interesting. You know, a lot of the attention's been in the exploration and development space. And well, here's what we would call sort of a classic contrarian setup. For those investors who look at contrarian names, you know, this is one maybe to put on your radar screen, the one that's underperformed the rest of the pack here so far, at least this year.
Interesting. And remind me, Parkland was involved in a deal. It was looking to purchase when it comes to some of the fuel stations as well, right?
Yeah, well, they've been on the acquisition trail for quite some time. So they've been growing through acquisitions and organically as well. So there's a lot of news flow that comes out of the company, and but they've managed to grow their EBITDA organically and through acquisition. So you certainly want to keep an eye on the ticker on that, the news ticker on that stock.
Okay, PKI. Next up, you have rare earths processor Neo Performance Materials, NEO. What's behind this choice?
Okay, so I like to kind of put this one in context because, you know, we've talked a lot about the oil and gas sector and the opportunities there. And I think, you know, the world, at least the Western, the G7 world, kind of changed with the passing of the Inflation Reduction Act, which came out of the blue this summer in Washington. And why is that? I mean, as investors, you know, we play the cards we are dealt. You know, whether we like the hand we're given or not is not up to us. And this piece of legislation, it really was a boost, I believe, to Canadian and Western rare earth and battery metals miners and players because of the focus that the United States is now putting on North American auto assembly and also sort of this friend-shoring of battery metals. Okay, so why Neo Performance? Well, it's got this sort of claim to fame of having kind of this dual supply chain business model in that they're looking to service both China and outside of China. And they're really known for their processing, R&D side of the business. But what was really interesting is just this week, they struck a deal to actually grab an exploration project from a Canadian junior. And that was quite interesting because you see kind of going down, you know, from the R&D part of the value chain all the way down to the exploration side. And so that was interesting. And we saw a story today out of Germany that Volkswagen may be looking to take stakes in Canadian miners. This all fits into our clean energy 2.0 theme, which we're working on. That's really kind of setting the stage for a nice opportunity set in both traditional energy in Canada, which we would call kind of clean political energy, and clean energy sources for the auto industry in terms of battery metals. And while Neo Performance Materials looking at a Greenland project, it is interesting that they are kind of focusing on a G7 country, and that you know, it would be geared towards their G7 supply chain. So the world is changing in the battery metal space. You know, this may, you know, hopefully be a catalyst for the group that struggled for the past decade, waiting. When are they going to benefit from the EV revolution? You know, when are we going to get some momentum behind the sector? I think we now have the geopolitical wins and the policy wins behind the group, and Canada has turned out to be a beneficiary of that, and also companies, that focus on that whole sort of G7 supply chain area. And Neo Performance is, they seem to be fortunate in that they've got this dual track business model approach, and we've seen just over $300,000 worth of insider buying since early June. So this is a larger name. It was a contrarian play. Now it's kind of has some momentum behind it. So this is one we're really keeping an eye on.
Yeah, and especially with those battery metals so much in the spotlight today. So we don't have a lot of time, so we want to get to your last name as well. Patriot Metal, Battery Metals. Why did you choose this one?
Right, this is a Quebec greenfield, very early stage lithium explorer. Again, it fits into that whole narrative that Canadian miners, especially in the lithium battery metal space, could potentially benefit from policy changes in the U.S. This is a highly speculative name, but look, the insiders bought when the stock dipped earlier this summer, and they didn't spend a lot. That was about $100,000, but still, the stock was trading under $3. It's now trading under $4. It's a highly speculative name, but there are other Quebec players that are moving in. There's talk of lithium, North American lithium project getting going again. We'll have to see how things play out, but Quebec is a very a hot place, I think, to look in terms of the lithium space right now for the speculative side of the market. Again, you have to have the volatility tolerance, the risk tolerance to be looking at that, but they've got some geopolitical headwinds behind them now.